Hello children, welcome to today's video session of Standard 9 Geography Unit 7 Mapping Skill. So in today's session we are going to learn map and its various components, survey, various techniques of surveying data like aerial photography, remote sensing, and the next one latest techniques of mapping data, GIS, GNSS. Shall we move on to the lesson?
Unit 7 Mapping Skills. Mapping skills are the basic to understand a map and to interpret area depicted. Maps are introduced with its components such as scales, signs, and symbols. This lesson deals with the latest techniques of mapping, remote sensing, GPS, GIS, global navigation system, and web map of the 21st century. Map as a tool. A map is the basic tool of geographer. It illustrates the Earth's surface clearly and efficiently through a combination of drawing, words, and symbols. Maps and cartography. A map is defined as a miniature image of the three-dimensional Earth's surface on a flat surface. Map can show a whole or a part of the world. Maps are drawn to a scale and direction. Maps have legends, that is keys, to explain the meaning of symbols and colors used on it. The art of a map making is called cartography. Components of map: title, scale, direction, grid system, projection, legend, conventional signs, and symbols are the components of a map. Title. It indicates the purpose or the theme of the map. Example: India physical, world political, Tamil Nadu transport, etc. Scale. It makes it possible to reduce the size of the whole earth to show it on a piece of paper. Statement scale. The statement scale describes the relationship of the map distance to ground distance in words. It is expressed as 1 centimeter equal to 10 kilometer. The representative fractions. It describes the proportion of ratio map distance to ground distance. Linear or graphical scale. The linear scale is represented by a straight line divided into equal parts to show what these marking represents on the actual ground. Direction. Maps are drawn normally with north direction. North direction in a map is always towards the north pole of the earth. The four main directions are called the cardinal directions. Direction is usually indicated on a map by a north-south line with the north direction represented by an arrow ahead. Grid system. The location of a place can be simply defined by its latitude and longitude. In normal practice, latitude is stated first and then comes longitude. The latitude and longitude is expressed in units of degrees, minutes, and seconds. Projection. A map projection is a way of showing the spherical shape Earth on a flat piece of paper. Legends. The legends of a map helps to understand the map details which are placed at the left or right corner at the bottom of the map. Conventional signs and symbols. Conventional signs and symbols are standard symbols used on a map and explained in a legend to convey a definite meaning. The topographic map consists a variety of information about physical and cultural features. There are three types of map symbol: point symbol, line symbols, area symbols. Point symbols is used for building, dipping tanks, trigonometrical beacons. Line symbols are used for railways, roads, power lines, telephone lines. Area symbols are used for cultivated lands, ponds, orchard and vineyards. The following color codes are used with map symbols: brown, land or earth features; light blue, water features, that is canal, coastline, dams; dark blue, national waterways; green, vegetation features, cultivated fields, golf courses, nature and game reserve boundaries; black, construction features, that is roads, tracks, rails, buildings; red, construction features, that is national, arterial and main roads, lighthouse and marine life; pink, international boundaries. In the picture you can see the conventional signs and symbols. Survey. Surveying is done to measure the angle, direction, area, height and distance of an object or place on the surface of the earth using instruments. Geographers mainly use chain, prismatic compass, plane table, dumpy level, ebony level, climometer, clinometer, theodolite, total station and GNSS to measure the distance, angle, altitude and position of the area of survey. Remote sensing. Remote sensing refers to the observation and measurement of earthly objects without touching them. Remote means far away and sensing means observing or collecting information. Aerial photography. Aerial photography refers to the techniques of obtaining information about places or objects with the help of photographs taken using cameras mounted on low-flying birds, balloons, helicopters, aeroplanes and drones. These photos are captured with a time gap of 10 to 30 seconds at a fixed height. Satellite remote sensing. Satellite remote sensing is a science of collecting data about an object or area from artificial satellite orbiting the Earth. The term satellite imagery refers to digitally transmitted images of the satellite. The preliminary data is retrieved from satellites like Landsat, Cartosat, OceanSat. Fire and flood details can be extracted and delivered to relevant authority within 2 hours of satellite image capture. Major earthquakes in China and New Zealand, bushfires in Victoria, and floods in Kerala. Dynamic phenomena such as flood, movements of wild animals, shoreline changes, finding lost ships and planes. Researchers use satellite imageries for this. Components of remote sensing: energy source, transmission path, target, sensor. Global navigation satellite system. It is a satellite system connected with a small electronic receiver or a tracker to locate, monitor and track a user's vehicle wherever in the world. It gives alert when a driver of a vehicle speeds or deviates from a particular area. GNSS applications are used in tracking or mapping vehicles, ships and aircraft. Global Positioning System GPS. GPS is the US implementation of the world's first and currently most used global navigation satellite system, created by the US Department of Defense. It became fully operational in 1995. Navstar is a network of 24 US satellites in 6 different orbits in space, flying 20,350 km above the surface of the Earth. GPS receivers now come in all shapes and sizes. Most of the sizes of a cellular phone. Some are handheld, others are installed in ships, planes, trucks and cars. Advantages of GPS. GPS technology has tremendous applications in mobile phones, watches, bulldozers, shipping containers and ATMs. It helps in providing accurate transport data. GPS helps during accident and rescue efforts, speeding the delivery of the emergency service and disaster relief. Weather forecasting, earthquake monitoring, and environmental protection can be done effectively by using GPS. Geographic Information System. It is a tool for managing a large amount of data collected for a given geographic region through remote sensing, GPS and other sources. The Geographic Information System is a combination of computer hardware, software, geographic data and other personal. GIS was first recognized in the late 1950s by Waldo Tobler and Roger Tomlinson. Prime example of importing GIS for public welfare are Google Maps, Yahoo Maps and Google Earth. GIS are used in hospitals, schools, water bodies, parks and ATMs. The computer can create maps showing any combination of data. Bhuvan. Bhuvan is a Sanskrit name for Earth. It's a free internet-based computer application launched by the Indian Space Research Organisation, that is ISRO, on August 12, 2009. It enables visualization of Indian remote sensing, that is IRS image taken over a year ago by ISRO 7 satellites including Cartosat 1 and Cartosat 2. Using Bhuvan connected to internet, one can explore places of interest, scenes of events in the news or part around the world they may never visit in person, by either entering the names of the place or coordinates. Bhuvan has tremendous uses for scientists, academicians, policymakers and the general public. Let's move on to recap and evaluation part.